also follows football in South Jersey. Jason's got some stats for the first half. He's also got some scores which are pretty interesting. And then we'll talk a little bit about the season. Jason?
How you doing, John? Yeah, Millville this afternoon in consolation game, 39-8 winner over Triton. Buna in a consolation game tonight with about a minute to go up in Collingswood. The Chiefs were winning 27-0. And the Delsea Regional Crusaders, one of only 2 area teams in the playoffs, a loser tonight, loser this afternoon actually, 20-6 at Pemberton. And some of the area scores, Chalik, of course, has advanced in with a big win last night. First half stats, Cherry Hill West rushing. Their leading rusher was number 21, Carlisle Phillips. He rushed 12 times for 50 yards. Their fullback, number 40, Matt Lewandowski, had 3 carries for 8 yards. The quarterback, Ty Walker, had a carry for 2 yards. And on that last reverse, Joe Fisher, senior, he had a 14-yard carry. Passing-wise, Ty Walker was 3 of 9 with the interception on the big hit by Jeffrey Morgan. Forced that, and Bruce Bartley got the interception. He was 3 of 9 for 86 yards in the pick. And Cherry Hill West had 8 first downs in the first half. Vineland had 4. For Vineland, leading rusher was Breon Cobbs, 7 carries for 79 yards, including the 57-yard touchdown scamper. Sean Bowen had 5 carries for 26 yards, and Robert Lopeman getting the start in place of Walt Brown, 4 carries for 10. John Winchester had a sneak for 2 yards. Once again, the Vineland passing game, they didn't need it there for a while, and then when they did need it, it started to come up a little short. They had just 1 completion and 2 attempts for 10 yards to the 1 to Ross Romano. Vineland had 4 penalties in the first half, all of them coming with about 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
4 penalties for 25 yards.
The big one was the touchdown.
Yeah, they had the holding on the touchdown, and then they had a couple others there that really got to them. One sack in the first half.
Jason, I talked a little bit before the game, thanks to Keith letting me do a little thing about the unsung heroes. Some of the kids I thought have really improved. Mm-hmm. And I talked about Bruce Bartley, who really played it well first half. I talked to Breon Cobb, who beat the good young. I talked about John Winchester, who's gutty performance coming back from that. I thought he was out. Yeah. When they carried him off that field.
So did I. I thought he's been out of 3 or 4 games this year. After the game, you could barely walk to the bus.
Pete Caro, who I think has improved tremendously. His run support is something to watch.
Yeah, I wrote about that last week. You know, he makes no bones about it in the coaching staff. He's not the fleetest of foot, but he's a gritty, hard-nosed guy. You know, he's 145 pounds probably in wet clothes, and he sticks his nose in on every run play that comes his way. Of course, he gets, teams look at him and, he got burned for the touchdown earlier, but I really think his pass defense has been much better. He's been by far the best cover guy.
He guards the best receiver every week. Mm-hmm. They flick him. I thought the 2 ends, Leak and Cuff, what pressure they put on the last couple weeks.
Yeah, and it's been different, too, because, the coaching staff made the commitment that they knew that they needed to get pressure on quarterbacks, so they went with guys who were a little bit more speed. And early in the year, those guys weren't really even getting. They were a little hesitant getting to the passer. And now, as you can see in the last few games, probably after about the 3rd game, they've really been able to get the speed rush going and at least put pressure so that the quarterbacks had to move out of the pocket and throw on the run.
I like Joe Bassetti, and I told Keith prior to the game that I like him for the reason that he's a senior leader up here, but Keith, when he coached with me, knew that I had a center that could snap the ball, and he did a good job this year on the snaps.
Excellent job on the snaps, and every time I've talked to Bassetti, he's been both positive and forward-looking in that these are young guys that I'm working with, and I'm taking a leadership role and trying to get these guys not only to play hard, but to know what it takes to play, and to know that the off-season and the practice is where you don't win games on Friday nights, you win games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Parekh and Costin, the 2 big kids.
Hey, everybody's talking. I was just talking to a couple people that if it may not be a winning season this year, but the outlook is good with that offensive line, the size, and them getting the playing time and the experience and learning how fast and how they have to be in shape to be able to put together 8, 10 play drives and that kind of stuff.
And
those guys have a bright future.
I agree with you. And Maldonado's done a good job, Di Donato. they're all positive things that, and Keith, I talked to Keith in the last couple of weeks that I've seen come out of the games. You don't like to go on the negative side, but my only negative thing that I have is the penalties. They creep up at the worst time. And it's just, maybe you're not focused at that moment. I don't know what the problem is, but it just kills us. Like, we shoot ourselves in the foot on those penalties.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Belfi said it over and over, and you know, the coaching staff, I think, has to take some responsibility for that too. The senior leadership has to take some responsibility for it, and then the young kids, you know, they're young, but they're sophomores in high school. Or, you know, other teams have sophomores that don't make as many mistakes, and it does seem to be, especially when you don't have a passing game and you don't have the potent offensive attack. When you make those penalties, you know, you put yourself in a bad position, and it puts the defense on the aggressive, and it's really killed them. It's really hurt them over and over.
Young Mr. Pareca, who is so big, is kind of tough to miss when he when he goes in motion.
You know, he had the offsides earlier today. He's actually been pretty good throughout the year,
yeah.
But they all share it too. Not
yeah.
It hasn't been pointing the finger at one player. All 5 of the linemen, the backs. You know, the backs. I think there was a back that held on the touchdown earlier.
We didn't see it.
I think it was Bowman.
We played it back, Keith, didn't we? And we couldn't see that penalty. We just didn't pick it up.
So, you know, they all share in the responsibility. And
yeah.
I think that you know, replacing 9 starters on the offense, you knew that they were going to struggle this year. They've had some breakouts. They've had some good series. This game is going to be good for them. You know, hopefully against Millville. Millville's defense has given up a lot of points. Can't stop the run. Maybe they'll be able to take some things from this year. And they have a lot of players that are going to be coming back and going to be bigger and stronger and faster.
Again, you know, we talk about the good players, and I think this year that some of them, Roseltoff, Morgan, and Guadalupe, have stepped up. But it's those other kids. It seems to me that they really improved tremendously.
They, you know, and it's difficult going from playing JV to playing varsity in the Cape Atlantic Football League. You know, there's a lot of talented teams and players in this league, and a lot of these kids didn't have a lot of experience. You know, a play here, a play there, you know, and then
yeah.
JV, and you know, they've adjusted themselves well. You know, the record may not be, you know, the 7-3 that it was last year, but personally, I think that it's been a successful season, especially if they can come out of this game with a win and a good showing on Thanksgiving Day. It's another step forward, even though the record may not be a step forward.
Well, Keith, I think, handled it very well in his pregame speech. He called it a would-have, could-have season. And I think that puts
Absolutely.
it right on the nose. And a play here, a play there. You know, going into that Absegami game, I was very surprised. I think we have 2 great young quarterbacks, the Absegami kid and the kid from Vineland. They threw the ball super.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell that those guys, you know, there's a big step up there. You guys have your young quarterbacks that we'll be seeing, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, in the years to come. But those kids, not only did they throw the ball well, but they threw with pressure in their face.
Yeah.
And that, you know, you talk about Cuff and Leak applying the pressure. Those kids were completing passes right on the money with people breathing down their neck.
Well, Jason, it's always a pleasure to speak with. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
And we'll break off right now, and we'll be back with Keith to start the second half. Thank you.
The Vineland High School Fighting Clan is looking for some sweet emotion to start this second half. They're trailing by a score of 7-6 to Cherry Hill West in this South Jersey Group 4 state consolation game here at Gateau Memorial Field. I'm Keith Petrosky along with John Parentazzi. Our crew tonight, Ryan Gavigan, Katie Giocondo, Giselle Medina, Alex Rogers, David Sanchez, and our crew chiefs, Justin Stumpfel, Mickey Brandt, and Melissa Volpe. Also, John Sabran is here, too. We can't forget him as the supervisor of communications for the Vineland Public Schools. Our game today is being brought to you through the courtesies of South Jersey Federal Credit Union. Come to South Jersey Federal Credit Union, now open in the Vineland Regional Transportation Center for quality financial products and top-notch personal service right in your own backyard. South Jersey Federal Credit Union, we belong to you. Also by Landmark Building and Development Company, building a quality tradition, 2140 Civil War Road in Vineland, 690-9199. And also Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall. As far as you have to drive for what you want to drive, call Brian at 451-0095. So on a chilly Saturday evening, this game delayed by 24 hours because of the rainstorms we had on Friday night. Vineland will be receiving to start the second half, and they'll be defending the East goal. Vineland wearing their red jerseys with white numerals outlined in gray, and the gray pants, of course, red socks. Silver helmets are gray with red and white trim. Cherry Hill West in their white jerseys, and their colors are purple and white. McLaughlin's kick is a low squibbler.
They're
taken
offside.
and picked up at the 30-yard line.
They're offside,
But the penalty flag is dropped on the far side of the field, and Cherry Hill West is offside, so that'll back them up 5 yards. John, I don't know if you saw the score from the paper. This is a game from last night, but Shalleck just pummeled Palmyra, 53-6. And we talked about this once before, but Shalleck keeps just piling on the points this year. I know, paybacks are...
Goss.
Yeah, oh, he's phenomenal, isn't he?
He is a great athlete. I happen to have the pleasure of refereeing one of his games when he was a youngster basketball player. He may be one of the better athletes I've seen in a long time. And by the way, doesn't want to play football in college.
Oh, did you know that crew chief Justin Stumfel graduated from Shalleck High School? Those are the days when Shalleck didn't win a game. That ball goes out of bounds. He took it in good stride, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. We have a great...
He thought I would forget about that because of their awesome
We have a great
scoring.
inner working with the crew down in the truck, and if we say something that's anti one of them, they chirp right in there. I like that.
Yeah,
But
see,
you know what?
the-
Shalleck, I'll give Shalleck a lot of credit for a little school. They've produced some great athletes.
They have. The miracles of modern technology, we can hear them, but you folks out there hopefully cannot hear them.
We'd like to get this half started, Keith. I mean, it hasn't been a second off, and there have been 2 plays already.
Discussion continues as the ball now comes up to the 40-yard line. That's where it belongs, right?
Yeah.
After it goes out of bounds. So Vineland has it 1st and 10. John Winchester, the senior, is the quarterback. Maldonado split to the near side on the short side of the field. The handoff goes to Jamar Bird, who's back in action in this half. Look at that. He's running with a vengeance. Finally is thrown out of bounds, but he picks up a first down on his first carry of the evening.
Ball up to about the 47-yard line of Cherry Hill West.
So Jamar Bird back in action here for the Fighting Clan in this game.
Good job by Jamal. He gave a little shoulder dip on the inside, and he broke to the outside. Good run. They're going to try. Looks like they're going to.
That's Bowman, Sean Bowman.
Good cutback.
Sean Bowman on the carry.
Yeah.
This is Jamar Bird's carry, the first touch of the evening, and you can see he churns out about 12 yards there on that
Keith,
carry.
Little Mainland. We're going without a huddle. I forgot to tell you, Mainland went without a huddle most of the game.
How about that?
Looked like they got the play script pretty good.
Number 3, Jamar Bird on the carry.
Bird again on the carry. You can see he picked up a good chunk of yardage again.
Oh, they're coming
about
again
9
at us.
yards.
They're coming right at us.
Ball on the 40-yard line of Cherry Hill West. Vineland trailing 7-6 with 11:01 to play in the third quarter. Handoff to Breon Cobbs. He's stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Be a yard short, Keith. That's a bad spot now.
Yeah,
I thought
no pickup on that.
Yeah, I thought he was up near the marker.
4th and a yard to go.
Ball be placed on the 40-yard
Big
line.
play for the Fighting Clan here in the third quarter.
Oh, they didn't even hesitate. They got right on the line.
In motion is Bowman.
Oh,
The
he's
handoff to
he
Cobbs. Oh, man. I thought he was going to break loose there for a second. He got down to the 25-yard line.
Boy, good job by the offensive line. How about this, huh?
26-yard line. Ronald
No huddle.
first and 10.
Going right at him. Well, we're going to huddle.
Vineland's
No,
assistant. No, they're not. That won't give me a chance to talk too much about anything.
They're coming right up. I think this has got Cherry Hill way out of whack.
Uh-oh, the ball's dropped. It was put on the hip of Jamar Bird, and it just fell down to the ground, and on the turf, Cherry Hill West pounced on it. Vineland's 2004 assistant coaches Travis Amstutz, Nick Bazil, Ernie Bernhardt, Jamie Burgos, Al Giordano, Dale Jones, Kyle Jones, Reed Nelson, Rich Scarpa, Dennis Singleton, Tim Spatafor, and Vinny Terenic.
Yeah, this was set up very well.
It just fell right off his hip.
Set up very well.
First and 10. Cherry Hill West breaks out of their huddle. Now, they ended the last half with quarterback Ty Walker hurt, but he's back in action now.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be out for long. Whole front, the whole front just closed down.
Yeah, Carlisle Phillips didn't have any breathing room that time.
Good job, a poor leak. And you know what? What they do, they sell themselves out. It gives those linebackers a chance to fill in. Good job up front. Who's the young man in the middle now? They changed. Is that the that's Nick Costin again, playing nose. We had Jamison in there, little beginning.
Yeah, Costin is back in action. He's only a sophomore, 6'2", 265 for Vine, so good size. Walker fires the football down. It's caught.
That's a great catch, Aaron. Good defensive play, too.
Caught by George Mayer.
Nice defensive play by Corey Brown.
They're going to be short, about 3 yards. So 3rd and 3 is the situation coming up. The ball at the Cherry Hill West 40-yard line.
Boy, this would be a nice 3 and out if we could hold them. Yeah.
Straight drop back.
Yeah, that's
Walker throws it over there. 3 defenders were there. Corey Brown, of course, made the tackle. Good job by Brown. Looking to go by here again.
Pass rush.
Look at that. Cuff is going to bring him down.
Good job. First guy in there was Leak. Boy, he came in there, shot out of a cannon, and then followed by that whole front. And I think it was Corey Brown that made the sack. Good job.
Some recent state games that Vineland has played in. Last year it was a South Jersey Group 4 first-round playoff game against Cherokee, which they lost 41-13. 2002, the consolation game, Vineland 18, Rancocas Valley 13. In 2001, Vineland played Cherry Hill West and lost 14-0. And in 2000, Highland 7, Vineland 0. So Vineland looking to win this one today if they can. Of course, they're fighting for that 500 season. Maldonado tries to field a punt, and it's loose. He fumbled it, and it's going to be recovered by Cherry Hill West. That is a critical turnover right there.
Yeah. Well, we gave, I think we put the whammy on him. We told him how good he was catching the ball, and he has been. Last 2 weeks, he hasn't dropped anything. But he just didn't circle under that.
I don't know what it is when the Cherry Hill West receiver was trying to field the ball on a punt earlier in the game. He also had a miscue right in about the same spot.
Yep.
But this time it goes into a turnover for Cherry Hill West. Looks like the ball's on the Vineland 32-yard line. It's hard to see with the line so washed out. Fake handoff, look into the air. That's, I think, the 3rd straight pass for Cherry Hill West, and it goes to the fullback, Matt Lewandowski.
Yeah, we had, who was deep back here? Had him covered. Was that kid Carroll? They wanted to go deep, and they had him covered pretty well deep, and he threw underneath, which is a sign of a good quarterback. You take what they give you, but it was pretty good coverage deep.
2nd down, 3 yards to go, so a 7-yard pickup by Lewandowski.
That's the first time we didn't have a lot of pressure on him either.
That's the thing. Walker is getting more confidence as he's staying in there against this Vineland defense. Lewandowski now in the handoff, and he believe he got the first down.
He's close.
Down to that 20-yard line. Yeah, he got the first.
Yeah, they moved it.
First down for
Coming
Cherry
into
Hill West.
tonight's game, Vineland has scored a total of 72 points. That averages 9 a game. And they've allowed a total of 136. That averages 17 a game. So the ratio isn't too good for Vineland. Cherry Hill West has scored a total of 144 coming into tonight's game, averaging 18 a game, but they've allowed 232, or 29 per game. The pitch to Phillips,
Oh, nice job.
Carlisle Phillips.
You had a whole Wilson, you had Guadalupe, you had Kikaro. Man, did you have a whole mess of people out there. The more people you have around the ball, the better you are. Again, we played very well on defense tonight. And it just, again, we shoot ourselves in the foot sometimes. Cher is in playing defensive tackle. That's the first time we've seen that this year, Keith.
Yes.
Number
See if you
36.
notice any other changes as the game goes
Yeah.
on. I'll try to keep an eye on it as well. As Walker calls the signal second and a long 8, keeps it himself right up the
Well,
middle.
that was, you know, I'm an option man. That was well done. I mean, he had to tackle in the end, break to the outside. He cut right in both of them and got, what did he get, Keith, about 6 yards?
Yeah. John, I just saw Anthony Parecka check into the defense,
Yeah.
number 72.
I guess he took Cher's place for.
There you see Breon Cobbs getting a rest on the bench. In fact, he's the only guy on the
They have
bench.
an injured player down. Keith, while we have a break, is anybody in the truck? Can you hear me? Can you send somebody up for a minute? Thank you. I don't know who the player is down there, Keith. He's
Well, with that break in the action, let me remind everyone that our game tonight is being brought to you by South Jersey Federal Credit Union, now open the Vineland Regional Transportation Center for quality financial products and top-notch personal service right in your own backyard. Also by Landmark Building and Development Company, building a quality tradition, 2140 Civil War Road in Vineland, 690-9199. And by Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall. As far as you have to drive for what you want to drive, call Brian at 451-0095.
Keith. I don't know if you notice, right in front of you is Cobb is sitting on the bench. I hope nothing's wrong with him.
Cherry Hill West now breaks out of the huddle, 3rd and 1. It's a pitch to Phillips.
Oh, good job. Way to come up.
Carlisle Phillips on
I
the
don't
carry.
think he made it, Keith.
No, I think he was strung out a little wide.
Yeah. The mark is close.
Fourth down.
Five minutes and 18 seconds left here in the third quarter. Vineland still trailing by the slimmest of margins, 7-6. 4th and less than a yard coming up now for the Lions of Cherry Hill West High School. They break out of the huddle, come up to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a big play here, Keith, if they can hold him.
Hand
Get
off
in
to
there.
Phillips. I think he got the first down. That spin took him over. First down,
Did
yeah.
he get it, Keith?
Yeah.
I was trying to watch the defensive line. They did a good job on the initial point of attack. Really a good job.
First and goal for Cherry Hill West, will be spotted at the 8-yard line.
So it's going to be 1st and goal to go from inside the 10-yard line. I'll call it the 8. Fisher split to the far side as Cherry Hill West stretches the field again. Mayer to the near side. Lewandowski, the lone setback behind quarterback Walker.
Oh, they're going to throw, Keith.
And it's a touchdown pass, an 8-yard touchdown pass to Fisher. Alex Fisher, that's his 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Boy, I tell you, they had so much room, Keith, out there. Kid did a nice move. I don't know if they'll show it again on the slant. That's tough to cover. That's really tough. You had 30 yards that he had to cover on that slant. This is a big point here, Keith, because then if we score, we got to go for 2.
Dan McLaughlin will attempt the kick. It's up, and
good.
it is good.
Okay. again, Keith, the speed of this game. You know, I didn't realize there was only 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Okay, they're going to show you again. Look at all the room, Keith, to the left.
It is tough to defense, I'll tell you that.
It's just impossible because look at the room he's
Cutting
got
right
to run.
inside right there, yeah.
I mean, that's a 20-yard sprint.
Yep.
And you got to have some undercoverage on that. You know, a linebacker falling back in the hook zone to try to stop that.
So 14-6 is the score now. We're in the third quarter with 4:17 to play. 14-6. It's not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination. A lot of football left to play. And I don't know, we thought Vineland had some momentum building up
that
a little while ago.
Oh, they were down. What did they fumble at, Keith? About the 25? They had a heck of a drive going, and they, again, made a mistake.
Yeah.
And again, as you said, I like the way you put it in the beginning. Could have been, would have been.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
And that's a shame. But you know what? We're not out of this.
No.
A touchdown and 2 points.
That's all.
You know.
Sean Bowman and Jamar Bird back deep for the Fighting Clan. Both of them standing at around their own 10-yard line.
Boy, it'd be nice. A good run back here, get us in good position.
Dan
he
McLaughlin.
seems, Keith, I don't know, but he seems to be wanting to kick into this right corner. It looks like they got an extra man on this side.
That
And
kick
he
is
hooked it
going on
left.
the other side. Uh-oh, that bounced off the shoulder pads.
That could be a break.
Of-
That could be a break.
Bowman almost goes down. He regained his balance.
That could be a
running backwards. Uh-oh, trying to cut back against the grain. He managed to get through a couple of guys there. What an exciting run this is.
Boy.
What a return.
To the 28.
He had everybody mixed up, even his own blockers.
This is unbelievable.
Watch this. You'll see him go.
Boing.
Uh-oh, now it's trouble.
No.
Now he picks it up. Comes
Now,
to
when
the
he
near
made
side.
this break here, Keith, I thought he had a shot.
He wanted to cut back, but you see the footing
Yeah.
gave way. Now he goes back again. But look at all that yardage. He picked up 10, 12, 15 yards just on that cutback.
That was exciting.
1st and 10 for the Fighting Clan. The handoff to Cobbs, and Cobbs is stopped short right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Winchester calling the signals. In motion goes Bowman. The handoff this time
Boy, that kid is
goes
tough.
to Cobbs again.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what kind of year 33 is having, but I'll tell you, he's one of the best linebackers I've seen this year. I mean, that's twice I thought the runner was going to make a break for it, and he closes down from that linebacker spot.
Yeah, that's Bill Farley. We've mentioned his
Whoa.
name a couple times tonight. Cobbs again on the carry, got the first down, all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, we're going without the huddle again. This is pretty good. I mean, this really was great in that last drive. We just pounded the ball.
Ian Alexander split to the far side for the red and gray of Vineland. The wing back is Bird. The handoff goes to Bowman.
Oh,
And Bowman is caught from behind.
61 Sherwin was out leading that and did a nice job.
2nd down and 10 coming up now for the Fighting Clan.
See the kids all looking on their wrist?
Yeah.
They all been given wrist. They all have the plays on there, and the coach's signals in the number.
Hand off to Cobbs again. Cobbs got a chunk of yardage, maybe 5 yards.
Boy, he's a good-looking ball player, isn't he?
He is.
For
Good, rugged runner.
Yeah, for a sophomore.
That's the best news. I was talking to Coach Belfi before the game, and not that we're looking past this year, but next year looks pretty good for the
They're
Fighting
going wide
Clan.
right, Keith. They're going wide right.
That's Jamar Bird.
And he's got a
Once
chance.
he turns the corner, that's what he does. He's up there,
61.
right up there. But there is a penalty flag down.
61.
Vineland opened the season with a loss at home against Ocean City, 21-7. In week 2, they were on the road, and they beat Kingsway 26-14. At home, Vineland lost to Absegami 34-7. Visiting Oakcrest, Vineland shut out the Falcons 20-0. At Atlantic City, the Vikings shut out Vineland 20-0. The Clan rebounded with a win at home over Lower Cape May 39-6. Then at Egg Harbor Township, it was a 23-6 loss to the Eagles. And last week, Mainland topped the Clan 24-6 to leave Vineland now at 3-5.
I don't know if it was a chop block or a hold. He's going to tell us. Chop block is 15, not 10 yards.
A minute 49 to play here in the third quarter, John. 14-6. Cherry Hill West out in front.
Yeah, okay.
Alexander splits to the near side. In the slot is Jamar Bird.
This is a good formation here. We got three good receivers now. We're going to flood the zone.
Bartley in motion.
There he is.
The pass is thrown, and it's going to be thrown away. Oh, boy, let's give credit where credit is due.
Young man made his first catch. Okay. You're going to see it.
Garrett Pyatt who taught that ball on the sideline.
No, that's not the penalty. It should be coming now. Yeah, the penalty should be in the next play. Well, I guess we won't see it. Well, I guess
fourth down and a lot of yardage here, so the punt team comes on.
This is our second punt, and the young man, Mr. Ballard, the 10th grader, made a good snap on his first varsity snap. I mean, you know, Keith, I wouldn't even look at these things.
I remember that.
Now you know
that's
why.
That's over the head of Rex.
Pick it up, kick it.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. The fumble recovery puts Cherry Hill West within yards of the goal line.
Oh, boy. Yeah, this, again.
See, the snap will go over the head of...
Why is he 10 yards, Keith?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably what the young man snaps at. You know, maybe because he's not strong as Joe is. He's only a sophomore. The snap was... Once the ball hits the ground, it's a free ball and anybody can get anything.
So Ty Walker calls the signals for Cherry Hill
how about
West.
This?
And they're going to get a touchdown on that one. From the 7-yard line, George Mayer got the reception.
You know, that kind of puts us in a hole a little bit.
John, this is a little bit more of an emergency situation approaching now for Vineland's offense.
Yeah.
The snap is back and the ball is placed and the kick is good. Going to see that again here as Walker wastes no time. I'm saying it's from the 7-yard line, and you see George Meyer getting the reception, and it's 21-0. Pardon me, 21-6.
Yeah. I want to ask Garrett a question, Keith. Sorry for you. How many attempts is Cherry Hill West made in the second half?
4.
How many completions?
4.
They're 4 for 4. I didn't realize that.
Hmm.
They haven't missed a pass in the second half.
How about that?
You know, you just don't realize it because they're running, and then they, well, he threw the 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah, he had a touchdown to Alex Fisher in the first quarter, a touchdown to Alex Fisher in the third quarter, and that pass to George Mayer.
Yeah, but he's 4 for 4.
21-6.
That's okay. We need a run back. We got to, you know, something good has to happen to bust this up. get us out of these little doldrums that we're in right now, and then we can do it. You got Bowman back here. You got Bird. Bowman was exciting last time.
Yeah, he sure was.
And he's got some good blockers in front of him. You know, he's got Morgan and Guadalupe up there, and he's got Cologne. He's got Vapor. He's got some kids that'll hit.
You know, John, you look at the last 2 scores that Cherry Hill West got. One was a result of a fumble on a punt. That one was a result of a bad snap over the head of the punter.
Boy, that's a good kick right there.
Jamar Bird takes it inside the 10.
Cut outside. Atta boy.
Bird is determined.
Okay.
Gets across the 30-yard line.
Good job. It's okay. Let's don't panic. We got a whole quarter and only need one big play here.
South Jersey Federal Credit Union, Landmark Development Company, and Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall are the sponsors bringing you today's broadcast from Gatone Memorial Field. I'm Keith Petrosky along with John Parentazzi. Garrett Catalano is here keeping some stats for us.
Eddie called a timeout.
Timeout by Vineland.
The clock's running for some.
21-6 is the score. And we're down to 42 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Yeah, they put some time back on the clock, Keith.
Yeah, it kept running a little bit there as the...
Yeah. It's up to 55 now.
Well, Cherry Hill West opened the season with a win at home against Timber Creek, 25-20. They then lost at Willingboro, 47-15. In Week 3, Cherry Hill beat Seneca, 28-9. Pemberton shut out West, 48-0. Then Winslow Township beat the visiting Lions, 40-14. All finished the rest of their schedule after this play. The handoff to Jamar Bird. Bird has some blockers
he's
there.
Gone.
Oh, he's going to be tripped up right at midfield.
Oh, I thought he was gone. Number 8.
On October 22nd, the Lions shut out Northern Burlington 36-0. Triton beat West 21-14, and last week it was Washington Township 47, Cherry Hill West 12.
So
the Lions are now 3-5, identical record as Vineland.
A couple more runs like that, Keith. It won't take long.
From the 49-yard line of Cherry Hill West, Vineland has it 1st and 10.
That's okay. That's
Straight dive play.
Yeah, that's a good pop. That sets up, now they're going to look,
Breon
they have to
Cobbs.
look inside, they have to look outside. I think that's the last play. I don't think we're going to get one off. But yeah, we might.
2nd and 8.
He's going outside.
Here comes Sean Bowman. Bowman got the corner. That's always the critical thing, to turn that corner.
Oh, he could.
Steps back inside. He's going to go all the way.
Yeah.
A 49-yard touchdown run by Sean. Uh-oh. Couple penalty flags back here, John. Couple penalty flags are thrown.
It's
against Cherry Hill West.
Yeah.
You feel good, John?
Well, I feel good on that play. That was great. That's the one we needed, a good pop. I don't know if I think we'll go for 2 here. I'm not sure. I don't see a kicker out there.
So Breon Cobbs takes it 49 yards into pay dirt to cut that lead by Cherry Hill West down to 21-12. Vineland is going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Full house backfield. Powerhouse. He's in. In with these.
Bowman. I meant to say Bowman.
Yeah. In with these.
Here you see Bowman on the carry. He got the handoff, turns the corner, and he goes 49 yards into pay dirt. Cuts it back inside. Look at that run. That's a
Big time run there.
That's a great job.
Good big time run.
Don't you ever always say
21-14 is where we stand right now.
when times get bad. When the day come, I know you're down in a river trouble. You got to
A Motown touchdown. How do you like that?
There's a penalty on this kickoff. We should be kicking from their 45.
I'm on my way. Your love
John, time ran out as that touchdown was run in by Sean Bowman, and they
Yeah.
haven't reset the clock yet.
I wonder if they're paying the guy up on the clock tonight. He's been about 8 minutes behind this game. Is there a 5-second delay on television for us? I don't know.
A couple times they had to correct
Holy
the clock,
mackerel.
that's for sure. Never-
Now he's 12 minutes behind. I'm sure something wrong with this play. It should be on there.
Yeah, why wasn't that penalty assessed? I guess maybe it was declined. I didn't see the signal. I was writing in my...
What was it? Dead
my
ball
little notes.
foul. Something wrong. Well, Cherry Hill got a break. Uh-oh.
It's a short
That's
kick.
ours. That's
Onside
ours.
kick. We have guys there to cover
That's
it.
ours.
Oh, they got it. Vineland got it on the onside kick. Oh, no.
Oh, no. How
How
could
did that
we
happen?
miss that?
I don't understand how that happened. I hope we have that to see again.
Holy mackerel. This is a great play. Great thought-out play. There it is. There's another. We had 3 guys go right by it. Wow.
That ball just does some strange
Yeah,
things
it
when it's
does.
on the ground. Squirts loose.
It's worse than a golf ball. I tell you what, we got a legitimate gripe that there should have been a penalty on that kickoff. And it's too late to correct it. Can you believe that? See, he knows. There's got to be something wrong with that kickoff. Oh, I tell you what, that Cherry Hill staff will go ballistic if they call that play back. Once the play's over, you can't do nothing about it. And they started that play.
The Vineland fans are yelling that
It's not the
they
ball.
should check the replay. That's
It's not the
Vineland's
ball.
That's not the
It's-
point. It should have
it's
been.
It's the penalty.
Yeah. In motion goes George Mayer. The handoff to Phillips.
Nice job. Razzle Taffa front. Front of that line starting to really, pick up.
Taking about 9.
9 yards to go with second down coming up.
Well, this would be a big
11
stop
minutes and
here.
37 seconds left in the ball game. And the score is 21-14. Vineland has renewed life after the last couple of events that have been going on, especially that touchdown run by Sean Bowman. Walker airs it out. Great defensive
Nice
play
job.
again by Pete Caccaro.
Nice job.
Knocked that ball down.
See, that's how a defensive back should play. The ball's in the air, you have to react to it. And he never quit. Ball got in the air. He's got plenty of time. One thing about the ball in the air traveling, you could running, you can cover a lot of territory with that ball, and he didn't have a lot on that pass either.
No, that was sort of a lackadaisical pass.
Yeah. This is a big third down here. We stop him here. We're going to get it back with a lot of time left.
3rd and 9.
And I think we're wearing them down, Keith. I think our two platoon is definitely wearing them down right now.
The ball at Cherry Hill's 39. The handoff goes to Phillips. He has some running room.
Mackerel.
It was a draw. He might go all the
boy.
way. He's turning on the Jets. Inside the 10, 5,
Holy
touchdown
mackerel.
for Cherry Hill West, and no penalty flags on the field.
No. Boy, that was a backbreaker.
61 yards on that carry.
21 for a touchdown to Cherry Hill.
Wow. What a backbreaker that was. Whew. Man, we just got back in the game. Now we got to score twice. We were one score away.
Coach Ed Belfi obviously disgusted by what's happening. Also, defensive coordinator Nick Bazil there.
This is a big kick here, Keith. They'll only make it one score if we can stop this.
Dan McLaughlin's kick is
How
up,
about
and
that?
it is
That young man's
good.
been pretty good.
Been consistent.
Yeah.
So 61-yard touchdown run. We'll see it again here.
This is a draw. See him go
Yep,
back?
it is a draw.
Yeah.
That's what I called.
And,
You
boy,
see?
he just,
61 yards he ran that way.
yeah. He showed some speed, too. He ran away from a few people.
I'll tell you, John, if you asked me at the beginning of this ball game if this is going to be 28-14
Yeah, I
in
thought
the
the other
fourth
way.
quarter.
I
Yeah.
would have thought the other way.
Exactly.
Because I really thought we had better athletes. After watching them on film all week, they looked like their feet were in mud a little bit. They just didn't have that speed that we have, or that concentrate or focus. I saw them on game film. I saw 3 games. They got beat up front, which I thought we could do to them. And you know what? We're not out of it yet anyway. They're sitting 58.
No, not by any stretch of the imagination.
We struck so fast. It could happen again.
Sean Bowman and Jamar Bird standing back inside the 20-yard line. Vineland now defending the west goal here at Gatone Memorial Field. Only one game left, and that's against an arch rival Millville
boy.
right here on Thanksgiving Day.
What a big one that'll be. Oh, good bounce.
Picked up by Bartley.
Could be. I don't know what the idea of that one was, but that was pretty good. That got us back in pretty good field
Man,
position.
that's great field position.
Yeah.
That's where you want to start.
Keith, they asked about the strategy. I have no clue, because they've covered the kickoffs pretty well. They've been deep. They haven't, 30-yard lines, the best we brought a ball. Oh,
John,
no.
the only thing I could figure out is why they do that is to keep it out of our speedsters.
Yeah, but they have,
it's still Bartley.
yeah.
He's still a good running back.
Plus, the best that we've had was on the penalty.
Yep. So from the 46-yard line, the handoff goes now to Jamar Bird.
Goodbye.
Bird cuts it back, cuts it
Goodbye.
outside, and just gets tripped up there. And we've said it a couple times tonight, but that probably is a touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah.
1-yard line. Barnum will have it first and 10.
There's just no way now that Cherry Hill can stop us. I just think they're out. They just can't. Do you see them? They're just not reacting.
Yeah, but they
They're
have
dead
a
tired.
14-point lead, 2
Yeah,
touchdowns,
Okay.
and 2 extra points. That's the only difference. From the Cherry Hill West 30-yard line, Vineland has it 1st and 10.
They're more confused than anything.
The handoff
There
to
he
Cobbs,
goes.
right up the
Goodbye.
middle. Touchdown for Breon Cobbs.
Yep. Great job.
For the Barnum High School touchdown.
30-yard touchdown run.
How about this play? We're going for 2, Keith.
You know, the good thing about it, too, is that there's so much time left, 10 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, this is a calculated gamble. You know, you only need one touchdown to tie him. You miss this, and you need a touchdown and two-pointer.
There's that full house again behind
Yeah.
quarterback John Winchester.
Oh, he's in. He's in.
It's a bootleg.
He's in. Oh, he's
Nope.
not. Oh,
Nope.
boy, I thought he had
He's
plenty of
short.
room out there.
So now the score is 28-20.
20 remaining for the fourth quarter. Cherry Hill West now leads 28-20.
So at the temperature in the 30s here on Saturday, November 13th, 2004, Vineland fighting for a chance to end the season with a 500 record. Not that this is the last game, but they need to have this win tonight. And right now they're 8 points short with 10 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the ball game in this consolation game against Cherry Hill West. The score 28-20. Vineland will be kicking off after that touchdown, a 30-yard touchdown run by Breon Cobbs. The ball is teed up at the 40-yard line, and Rex Romano indicates he's ready. And his foot is into the football. Again, it's a short onside
Oh, it's
kick.
ours. That
ball
one's
is
gotta
loose,
be ours.
and it's picked up. I think that's Vince Wilson,
Oh.
who, yes, it is. Vince Wilson. Boy, he made a touchdown-saving knockdown earlier in the game. Now he regains that on the onside kick.
Unbelievable. I never thought they would try it again.
Went
Good
right
call.
off his shoulder pad,
All right, now,
and Vince Wilson right there to recover.
is that bad coaching? Absolutely. What you teach that kid do is swat at the ball out of bounds. I saw that drill many years ago. Just don't touch that ball. Just knock it out of bounds. Look
From
out.
the Cherry Hill West 44-yard line, the play is called dead because of some movement before the snap. It's going to be against Cherry Hill West. So Vineland will pick up 5 yards even before the first play gets going.
We have some strange birds in our line tonight. I would ask Garrett, how many plays have Vineland ran off his ass, Garrett?
17.
17? And, yeah, I thought they had good drives going.
In motion, Bowman.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, trying to cut it back the other way now. He's in trouble. He's still on his feet. Uh-oh, the ball's loose.
Oh, okay.
It's recovered
Oh, my goodness gracious.
by John Winchester at the 40-yard line, but what a disaster that could have been.
5, 10, 15-yard loss.
15-yard loss.
Woo. Woo. That's not good. Not when you just made a tremendous play to turn the ball over.
Look at that. He just reached in there and that ball
Winchester.
popped out.
Woo, good play by John. Okay, get a little bit back at a time. You got the wide side left.
There you see all the linemen checking out their wrist.
You know, make sure they got the right play. They got wide side left. That would be a good call.
Winchester. That ball is picked
Oh.
off.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Interception.
There were several defenders there, 2, I believe, on the intended receiver, who is Jamar
Yeah.
Bird.
It's a good idea. It's a good, yeah, he's got plenty of time. Throws it into double coverage, though, underneath and on top. Yeah.
So from Vineland's 48-yard line, it's Cherry Hill West who has the football now, as that momentum gathered from the onside kick is now erased, for the moment anyway. Uh-oh,
they
bad
dropped
snap.
it. Oh.
Looks like West recovered. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
Well, that's a break. Whenever you can get a first down play and lose a yard, that's not bad. That puts them in a very tough position here.
9 minutes left to play in the ball game, and Vineland is trailing by 8, 28-20.
We need to stop. We need to stop. We need the ball back. Because the longer you let them hold the ball.
Alex Fisher split to the near side. You're right, John. Have to get the ball back in Vineland's hands. Mayer in motion. Ty Walker, the quarterback, keeps it and gets 5 yards on the carry. Close to it.
He's ran that play a couple times tonight. He's very good at that. He picks up the end and the tackle who are outside. And very good. It makes he's made 4 or 5 yard gains every time he's carried the ball. I'm very surprised at Cherry Hill's composure tonight, Keith. They have really not lost their cool out there or anything.
No, they haven't.
I mean, for a team that's been scored upon, and
they seem to be very patient.
Excellent job.
Carlisle Phillips on the carry. Loss of yardage on that one. Brings up a 4th and 7.
They're going to punt the ball. We seen them punt tonight yet, Keith? I don't remember seeing them punt. Have they punted?
No, I don't believe they have. Well, maybe once. Maybe once. The punter is Joe Fisher. No punts?
No. You don't have any punts down. Yeah, one. You're right, Keith.
One.
They
I
have
thought
one.
there was one. Snap is back. Good pressure from Caccaro.
That's a pretty good kick.
And it takes a Cherry Hill West roll. That'll go down to the 5-yard line.
Got to catch the ball. That's a real no-no to let that ball bounce. That cost us what, Keith? 12 yards?
Yeah. Yep, easy.
Well, nice 95-yard run. What do you think, Keith? Right off the bat, bust
It can happen.
one. Don't put the ball in the air no more. How about a long drive? 6-minute drive, tied up, overtime. We ever had an overtime game?
No.
I can't even remember one.
I don't remember one, no. So 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Vineland does have to go 95 yards to score. And they need to score because it's 6 minutes and 55 seconds left to play.
They're going outside. They're going to try. He got caught inside. Come on.
Jamar Bird. Oh, he got through the first layer.
Boy.
But the second level of defense
That
got
corner
a hold of
took
him.
the inside route, opened that up beautifully. Didn't get the first. Got 9.
I tell you, Jamar Bird seems to be running with conviction, with desire.
You know,
2nd down and a yard to go. Joe Bassetti comes out of that huddle and sets the line. He's been the anchor the last couple of years. Hand off to Bartley.
He could go.
Bartley might be gone.
Yeah.
It's a foot race. He's down the sideline. That's the magic path. And, he's just pushed out of bounds by Carlisle
They
Phillips.
play terrible defense. I watched the film on them. On those corners, they rush outside in and open up that lane beautifully for us.
Bartley is developing into a nice running back, isn't he?
Yep. Well, they're on their heels right now. As long as we don't make a mistake.
Inside Cherry Hill West territory at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for Vineland.
Boy, that's a good defensive play there by number 9.
Bird is caught by Fisher. Yeah, that's Alex Fisher.
Excellent play.
Alex Fisher from his linebacker position. Loss of 2 yards. 2nd and 12 coming up. The nose of the football just shy of the 50-yard line.
It's okay. Just don't panic. Just, we got enough speed to get that 12 yards. That's a good call here. He's in the corner.
Again.
That's a good job.
Bartley gets across the 45.
Well, it's a
Couple plays ago. You'll see Bruce Bartley turn the corner here. Watch him take that sideline.
yeah.
That's what we always say. The good running backs know how to get to that sideline and use it.
They should buy a case of champagne for the Cherry Hill coaches, thanking them for playing this 4-3 against us and open up that inside lane. There's no way. Look at it. See when we down block? There it is.
It's Sean Bowman. Bowman gets into the defensive secondary plus a first down. It's all the way down to about the 25. Officials timeout.
Ball is spotted at 26-yard line. Ball takes it to first and 10. Ball
They're dead. Cherry Hill's dead on their feet right now, Keith. We are pounding them right now beautifully. Just keep pounding them because I think they're really out of steam. It's a well-called drive, too. We've gone inside, outside, left, right. They have no clue where we're coming from right now.
First and 10 for the Fighting Clan.
Yep. There's
And up to
inside.
Cobbs. Cobb's still on his feet. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 Cherry Hill West defenders draped on his body. He still managed
Got a
to be
couple.
moving forward.
Fisher's back.
There you see the fans bundled up out here drinking hot chocolate and coffee. It's a chilly one, down into the 30s. Second down and 8 yards to go. They could really warm up the hearts of those fans, though,
Oh,
if they
yeah.
score another touchdown here and at least tie it. Bartley again on the carry to the near side. Gets across the 20.
number 1. Bruce Bartley on the carry.
Well, it's a good run there, Keith.
Spotted at the
I
18.
didn't realize he picked up 6 yards on that. That was a, it just doesn't, it's got that good burst into the hole.
3rd and 3 coming up. The ball at the 18-yard line of Cherry Hill West. Alexander split to the near side.
Got a lot of room to that left side, Keith. Yep, that's where we're going.
It goes to Bowman. Penalty
Oh.
flags litter the field. It's a shame because that's coming back.
I think you got a crack back. Yep.
John Winchester put up his arms to show a touchdown. As the official went back, he said, "Hey, buddy, look behind you. There's a yellow flag down in the field."
That could be motion.
Waiting to see
Yeah,
the
I'd say a
determination
signal.
by the officials. One thing's for sure, it's not a touchdown.
It's only 5 yards. It had to be motion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, legal
Set.
motion. That's 2 touchdowns, call back. Was he in the end zone? Looked like he got in the end zone,
Yep.
didn't he?
He got in the end zone. 3rd and 8.
A lot of room to the right here, Keith. Yeah, there he comes. I figured that was coming.
Winchester on the quarterback keeper.
21 check on the carry.
4th and 5. Timeout. Take your time. Call a timeout. Got a time. Okay.
How long to go? Brown.
So a timeout on the field with the score 28-20 in favor of Cherry Hill West. Time is evading the Fighting Clan down to 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Today's game being brought to you in part by South Jersey Federal Credit Union, now open the Vineland Regional Transportation Center for quality financial products and top-notch personal service right in your own backyard. Also by Landmark Building and Development Company, building a quality tradition 2140 Civil War Road in Vineland, 690-9199. And by Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall. As far as you have to drive for what you want to drive, call Brian at 451-0095.
Keith, we've dominated this half. Garrett, how many plays Vineland run?
25.
25 to how many Cherry Hill?
11.
11. We've dominated this half.
There's Cobbs on the carry, and he spins and turns and tries to get downfield.
I think he got it.
I think he got the first
Yeah.
down.
How about
the official
that?
calls.
Yeah, oh, no, they're moving the chains already. Oh. Yeah,
First
that wasn't
down.
even close.
Big first down. Getting down to the 2.5-minute mark here. Alexander to the far side. Single setback is Cobbs.
He's going to
In
give
motion.
it to him. Yeah.
Lopeman. Flag down.
Dead ball. Ball start.
Oh, boy.
9 yards down. First down.
I don't know if he says shot to your heart, but we're shooting ourselves in the foot. They got us off for the foot. Man, that hurt. That hurt.
1st and 15.
And the clock's running, Keith. It's going to be a 2-minute mark at the snap.
First down is all the way down about the 3-yard
Run
line.
that play again. Go left again. Give it to him. Oh, that could score. That could score.
Nope, he runs
No.
out of real estate.
Yeah, that was well.
Strung out wide.
That was
Jamar
a
Bird.
well-run play, though. He got a good 5 on that. He got the 5 back we lost on the penalty. And he went out of bounds.
This is the one that was called back, John. There's the flag already
Yeah,
being
that
thrown.
was a motion. The man moved. Okay.
2nd and 10.
We stopped the clock with 1:59. That was a good play getting out of bounds.
The ball
They're
about
going
the
right.
14-yard
Got a lot of
line.
room right. Oh, great cutback. Oh.
He's still on his feet.
21, Sean Bowman.
That was an exciting run by Sean
Boy,
Bowman.
How about that?
He's provided some electrifying runs tonight. Bad news is that we're down to 136.
Yeah, well,
we have to
that's okay.
score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion.
No, we can get a first down, though, Keith.
I know. First down
Yeah,
first.
yeah, get him first.
3rd down and 5. Not on that one.
No.
Jamar Bird on carry.
Jamar
Got
Bird.
about a yard. And we got a timeout.
Timeout by
Okay.
Vineland.
Well, this is the ball game. Hate to say it on one play, but it's 4th and 4 with 1:14. You don't get the first down. I think we have one timeout left to stop the clock. Garrett, how many timeouts we have left?
0.
Oh, I didn't know. That's right. We called 3. Good job.
So this is the last of Vineland's
Yeah,
timeouts they're using.
That's what our
28-20 is the score. Vineland has an 8-point deficit.
well-paid statistician tells us. I hope he's right. Where's the ball, Keith, on the right hash mark? I can't see it. Yeah, it's the right
Yeah.
hash mark. You got to give us as much field as you can to run. Just like on that great reverse, we ran it into the short side. We need a lot of room. We got a lot of room left. And we are set up to go left with Bowman.
Goes to Cobbs.
Uh-oh.
Cobbs sneaks in the middle. And I
got
think
the first.
I think he got the first down.
Yeah.
So that'll be about the 3 or 4 yard line.
First down.
Yeah,
Okay.
first down.
All right, here we go. You got 1:07. No timeouts. Got to hustle up to the line.
Alexander to the far
Come on.
side.
Take it. You know, you got a chance for 2 running plays. They said the clock didn't start, and the ref is right.
Okay, here we go, guys. We're going already. Going already.
Boy, what a break Vineland got. What a break Vineland got.
We're waiting for the officials to figure out what
Yeah.
was going on with the clock. Down to 1 minute. Firing up inside the middle there. It's going to
No.
be short of the touchdown,
Yeah,
short of the
he's
goal
short.
line.
Come on.
The fans are going wild here, telling them to hurry up. 44 seconds.
That's okay. They got the full
Ball's
house.
about on the 1 yard line.
Oh,
there's movement
Jesus. Oh,
on the right side of the line.
oh. And the clock's going to start, Keith, as soon as they line up.
Dead ball. Ball start.
Oh,
That's a killer because 1 yard is certainly
Yeah.
a lot different from than the 6. Yeah.
plus they're going to start that clock, Keith. That's the new rule. See them?
Yep.
You don't go in it, and then the ref hasn't started it yet. Look at this. We got another break. Look at this. Whoever this guy is, this is phenomenal.
Well, the head official, you saw him.
He wounded it in.
He wound it up.
28 seconds. 28 seconds.
28 seconds. Now it's coming
Sure.
off from 34 down to 28.
All right, now he's going to get it now. And the guy still hasn't started it.
It's going to be short. That's Bird knocked out of bounds at about the 2.
None. We have none according to...
No timeouts left for Vineland. So from about the 2 yard line, it's 3rd and goal to go for the Fighting Clan. 18.1 seconds on the clock. They're trailing 28-20.
You got to get out of bounds or, we got a lot of room right. There it is.
Now what? Timeout called by Cherry Hill West.
Okay.
Oh, boy, John.
I thought there was a flag. I was going to panic.
What a nail biter right down to the finish here.
Oh,
This nail biter is brought to you by South Jersey Federal Credit Union, Landmark Development Company, and by Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall.
looks about what, Keith? On the 3?
Maybe the 3 now, yeah. Say about the 3 yard line.
How about the Ready Great Gridiron, folks?
Oh, there's Garrett. Hey, Garrett, look at you on television. That's our. Oh, now he's hiding. He's shy.
This is unbelievable. This is a great finish. Scored 2 points, overtime. And I read up the overtime rules 2 weeks ago.
All right, tell us what it
25,
is.
25-yard line
Yep.
in. If you win the coin flip, you choose offense, defense. The other team gets to choose what end they want to play on. And if it goes the second time, you just reverse.
Okay.
So it's pretty neat how they
All right.
how they're going to go.
See what happens. We've never been
we're gonna
involved in
score.
overtime. We're not there yet, but we're
gonna-
hoping for it.
Definitely going to score in this play.
3rd down goal to go from about the 3 yard
plenty
line.
Plenty of room.
Bird is in for
Okay.
a touchdown.
Okay. Plenty of room. Now we got to
Jamar
go
Bird.
for 2. Cherry Hill is back on its wheels, Keith. There's no way that they can stop this 2 points unless we do something that's wild. He calls another timeout. It looks like they have their power eye offense in there. Now, they've done 2 things with it. They run right, scored a touchdown, scored 2 points, and they've had a quarterback keeper left off this full house.
So 28-26 with 11 seconds remaining on the clock. Vineland needs to get this 2-point conversion to push this game into overtime. And that's the only hope Vineland will have for a 500 record this year. So the strategy is being placed on the field. Coach Ed Belfi is pacing off now. He gave the instructions to his team what exactly to do in this situation. A 2-point conversion is needed here.
Oh, he's
the handoff to Bird.
He's in.
Bird fights for it.
No.
And he's denied.
Oh, I thought he had plenty
He's
of room.
denied. That's it.
Oh.
Well, is it?
No.
11 seconds, we saw a couple of onside kicks.
And with this guy on the clock, this could be a 2-minute. Definitely, we got a shot at 2 minutes. Okay, great call on the touchdown off the right side. Again, good blocking by the front. And the only chance we have here is an onside kick again. We're waiting for the replay, I guess. We got a shot at it. Okay. Strategy onside. We've had 2 onside kicks. We got one. Definitely got a shot at the onside here. If they recover, then they have to kneel down. The game's over. That was a great drive by Vineland, by the way. You know, don't take anything away from that drive. That was well off the right side here. Good block. Look at that blocking. What's that, Vapor? Boy, did he take that tackle inside. Good drive. Okay. Yeah, it's coming to the right here, Keith.
Yeah, Rex Romano is teeing up the football at the 40-yard line. There you see him.
Yeah. I think we got all 10 guys on the right side here.
Yep.
And you know what, Cherry Hill? They don't even realize it. Oh. Now they changed strategies. And Cherry Hill calls timeout. Well, you know what? He's used his timeouts well, Cherry Hill. The one he called before the touchdown, and the second one he called before the extra point. So, you know, he's giving his kids direction. And he used his third one here to set up what we guarantee is going to be an onside kick. Unless they kick it deep and go try to get it over the front. That's been done before. But we've had 2 good onside kicks. We should have had both of them.
Should have, yeah.
Should have had them both.
Well, this one
It's going down.
is a nail-biter, that's for sure.
This is a great football game. Like to see that score switched.
Yeah, 28-26. Vineland trailing by 2. Their only hope is to get an onside kick and get it, punch it into
We
the
got
end zone.
some studs up in that front line.
Rex Romano indicating that he's going to kick it over here to the right side, the near side. And that's where Cherry Hill has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. It's not going to go 10 yards.
You know what? That's Cherry Hill's making a pretty good effort there. That is a smart play by Cherry Hill, not trying to get that ball. No, that's the ball must go 10 yards.
The receiving team, the kicking team cannot regain it without it going 10 yards.
Right. And if it's touched before then,
that's where it is.
Down.
Just like a punt.
Yep.
9.9 seconds remaining. Ty Walker, the quarterback from Cherry Hill West, will receive the snap and get down on a knee, that's for sure. He has his players positioned around him as an escort. That's it. So Vineland will drop to 3-6 at this juncture of the season with this consolation loss to Cherry Hill West. 28-26. What an exciting football game it was, however. We'll take you through the scoring. Back in the first quarter, it was a 54-yard touchdown pass from Ty Walker to Alex Fisher.